What's happening? Are we live? We're live. All right. We're live on Facebook. Hello, Facebook people, humans who are appearing through the Facebook medium and Instagram. Hello, Gentwina. So wherever in the world you're tuning in from, say where in the world you are and say how you're doing. And let me turn my notifications on my phone. Okay, apologies. We're here. And I wanted to talk about good vibes only. One of my favorite subjects. We've covered this before. Who here thinks good vibes only or positivity is a great thing? Anyone? Anyone? Give me a heart or an emoticon, a positive emoticon, a happy emoticon if you think it's beautiful. So this is sort of a trick question because from a Buddhist point of view, good vibes only is problematic. It's a little bit like what I call gated community spirituality. Oh, now I'm seeing tons of hearts on Instagram, so there's a little delay. There's my brother RK Relentless, an amazing writer, poet, who we've been featuring on Elephant. We're honored. So I want to talk about good vibes only. So good vibes only is basically like someone who confronted with any hard news or anything difficult or anything challenging. Has anyone here had anything hard, difficult, or challenging happening in your life? Ever? Anything challenging happen in your life? Ever? I'm going to assume yes. Is the best thing to stick our head in the sand like an ostrich, the proverbial ostrich, or is the best thing to confront it with some bravery, with some vulnerability, with some honesty, to face the man in the mirror, as Michael Jackson sings, and to learn from it and deal with it. As Winston Churchill or someone said, the only way out is through. So recently I posted a horrific photo on my Instagram at Waylon Lewis, and it was so horrific, not because of exactly what it showed. It didn't actually show blood or any of this, but it showed something awful happening. And it was so awful that I think a lot of people unsubscribed on Instagram, which is fine. That's disappointing from the point of view of I'm trying to reach those people. I'm trying to reach those who maybe don't want to care or face something awful. And those people are just hiding. But that's how a lot of modern spirituality counsels us to deal with painful things. It says good vibes only. Literally, it's a popular pillow. It says good vibes only. If you are in a relationship and you want to have a mature, loving, real relationship, I got news for you. It's not going to be good vibes only. You can stay away from abuse. You can stay away from awful things. You can have healthy boundaries. But well within the realm of a mature, kind, loving relationship, there's going to be a lot of challenge. Same thing in your work. Same thing in, literally in exercise. Stress makes your muscles bigger, right? Stressing your heart rate, your lungs, is good for you. We need to do that every day, get our heart rate up. So we need to stop pushing away stress. We need to stop pushing away the homeless. We need to stop pushing away images of factory farming. We need to stop ignoring the news, which I also did a podcast on. You can find those podcasts as well as the good vibes only at elephantjournal.com/talkshow. And I'm not trying to promote that. You can click that if you want to. You don't need to if you don't need to. I'm not selling anything here. But that's where those discussions happen, around the good vibes only and around avoiding the news. So it's incumbent on us to not avoid hard things, not avoid the news, not avoid suffering, not avoid literally the Buddha. The story of the Buddha was he was born in the situation where he was kept from bad news. He was kept from the bad news about aging. He was kept from the bad news about suffering, illness, any of that. All he had around him it was like Vegas, right? It was happy, fun. It was this sort of fake little bubble world. And ultimately, none of us want to live in a fake little bubble world. It's fun to Netflix and chill with ourselves, have our popcorn or Ben and Jerry's vegan, but Ultimately, you don't want to do that for the rest of your life. You want to get outside. You want fresh air. You want to be brave. You want the unknown. You want to explore. And you want that just as much as I do, because we're all human. We're all experiencing this life from the point of view of our fundamental goodness. So basically, I put up this horrific image on @WaylonLewis on Instagram. You can go check it out if you want. But no need. And so many people unfollowed. And there was even one comment from someone saying, "This is awful. I'm unfollowing you. I'm done with elephant. Go to hell," or whatever. And not only did she say that, but a whole bunch of people liked her comment. A whole bunch of people were offended that I would put up something painful and offensive. And it's interesting because I'm not the one causing the pain or the offense. I'm the one sharing, as you are when you share painful things that should be looked at. I'm the one sharing awareness around them. So hopefully no one would argue, no one sane, no one kind, no one loving would ever argue that we should keep the news about the Holocaust or any war from people's knowledge. That's literally what they do in China, in autocratic regimes. Like they have suppressed all news around the Tiananmen Square massacre in China, right? So we're not allowed to learn that. We, at least in the US, however imperfectly, we learn about the Trail of Tears. We learn about the labor uprising. We learn about our own history. We learn about slavery, and we need to do a better job with education. But the mark of a healthier, free society, no matter how imperfect, and God knows we are awfully imperfect, has to be honesty. And the cool thing is that when we're brave, when we're honest with bad news, when we confront bad news or scary, challenging things, then we can truly enjoy good vibes. Then we can truly be positive because we are fearless. From a Buddhist point of view, we say fearlessness is not the absence of fear, but it's getting through fear. So it's kind of more like a little kid who goes to a ballet recital, and after he or she goes through that ballet recital, he or she is no longer afraid of dancing, right? So they've gotten through it, not by avoiding it. Often avoiding it makes the monster bigger, right? The proverbial monster beneath your bed or in your closet is because you never dare to look. That makes it super scary. That's how those Walking Dead and all those zombie movies and horror movies get you. They confront you with something that you haven't been able to see. But if you go and see, often the monster is just a dressed up kitty cat. It's not a big deal. And often it is an awful, scary thing, but we have to face it. So check out the post on elephant on @WaylonLewis on Instagram, if so inspired. And as Sun and Sarda says, I saw the image, I saw the comment. The image was horrific, but I'm glad I saw it because now I know what I think probably does happen. Glad you shared it. The sad news around that stuff is even when it happens as it should happen, should in quotes, it is horrific, 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 and heartbreaking, heartbreaking, heartbreaking. So have a wonderful day. Be brave, be vulnerable, and don't avoid the hard stuff, and you actually will be practicing bravery, vulnerability, which is true positivity, which is true fearlessness, and we can all celebrate and create a kinder, more responsible world, which is more fun. Okay, folks.